Welcome to my live stream studio tonight. I'm so happy that you're here. If you're watching this very beginning part, you're probably watching on the replay because it usually takes a little bit for folks to be able to sign in. So I am just making sure everything looks good, making sure all of the different elements are in place. Let me know in the chat, how are you tonight? What are you up to? Let's see here. It says that we're live. Yep, beautiful. Oh, what a beautiful and cozy fall night. I'm loving this sunny but crisp weather outside. Let me know in the chat if you are too. And I'm just gonna share some music tonight, and I have a little treat for you that I actually want to make sure I properly think before I actually show you their beautiful art. So tonight I am featuring, as part of what I am sharing, this beautiful video called Autumn 4K Nature Relaxation Film called Healing Relaxing Music 4K Ultra HD. And this is just a beautiful, beautiful video, and I'm really excited to share it with you. And the channel is called Relaxation Film, and I really want to encourage you to go ahead and follow them, subscribe to the channel, give them a like, support them, and all of their info is in my links inside this post, wherever you're watching, whether on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube. And the reason why, and I'm going to go ahead and show you because it's so beautiful, wrong one, sorry, is because I am inspired so much by nature. I love to see art, but especially God's art, and it is so vibrant. The colors are just rich and gorgeous, and often I find that I'm actually inspired by what I see, and it really informs my music. So I want to emphasize this art that you're watching as I'm playing my own art. I don't own the visual element, but I really would love it if you would celebrate the person, the channel that actually did the art, and I'm so grateful to them for that. So I am going to get started, and I just want to make sure Facebook is here. I'm the only one here currently, and just want to make sure everything looks good. Cool. And I'm actually going to put my computer up so that I can see more clearly. So let me know in the chat, how are you tonight? What are you up to as you listen? Are you watching from your home computer or your laptop? Are you taking me out? Sometimes folks sit and they actually have dinner on their balcony as they listen, so it's always fun to know what folks are doing as they listen. So I'm going to take you on a little journey tonight, and I just can't wait to get started. Thank you for joining me. Sorry, I had to turn the volume off. Okay. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. If we're just meeting and you're popping in the live stream, welcome, welcome. My name is Kelsey Lee Cate, and fun fact, even if you've been around for a while, this little, oops, it's backwards for me, this little signature you see here, I actually hand wrote, and that is the same signature that is on my album art, Poiéma, Stories from the Piano. And it's kind of fun because this signature that I have here has followed me for, I think I actually made this like maybe 4 months after David and I got married. So it's pretty special. It's like the same exact one. So it's pretty fun to have this in my signature, and it always makes me smile seeing a little bit of his handiwork, because he actually took what I wrote and very painstakingly, like pixel by pixel, helped me to make it nice and crisp. So if you're watching, babe, thank you. I think he's still driving home from work. But how was your day? Let me know whether this is live and you're watching this with me right now or on the replay. I hope that you had a great day. And to be honest, I'm a little bit, I wouldn't say high off the paint fumes in our house, but my goodness, it's a little bit strong in here because we're getting our kitchen painted this weekend, or this whole week, and it has just been so strong. I didn't quite realize how strong it would be, but so I have my window open over here, and hopefully the breeze is helping, but there's always a process. In fact, this morning I was just smiling thinking about how a lot of process happens behind the surface, and then all of a sudden it just, you know, moves quicker, and then you see the color come on the whatever it is that we're painting, in this case cabinets, and it just changes the feel in an instant. I can't wait to show you guys, so stay tuned in future weeks for that. I would love to show an after, and it's actually kind of fun because we rented this house before buying it back in 2021. February we moved in, and this is the second time I've actually recreated this whole studio setup, and so pretty cool to see all that we've been able to do, and we still have lots of plans. So let me know in the chat if you are DIYing your house or also partially hiring it out. What kind of style do you like to do? So great to see all of you. Hello to Juan in the chat here, and my grandmama and grandpa. Great to see you guys. Sharon, if you're watching, I love you. And if you are watching, I haven't actually had a chance to hear your message yet, but I will soon, I promise. And Grammy, if you're here, I love you. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Masood and my parents, you guys, this is hilarious. Totally in the mood for salmon now, and I'm happy for you. I won't say I'm jealous, but I'm happy. That sounds very nice. Salmon sounds like just the thing. Enjoy. Great to see you all. Hello, Michelle. Welcome. And Sir Lipsy, hello. Greetings from Tampa. What's it like down there in Tampa tonight? I'll bet it's still warm, right? It's still early October over there. What I was just kind of playing was some musical doodles that I've been working with, and in case you've tuned in since the beginning of this live stream, would really like to take a minute and again thank the YouTube channel Relaxation Film for this beautiful art that I've been using as I live stream tonight. And this particular video is called Autumn, 4K Nature Relaxation Film, Healing Relaxing Music, and it's a 4K video. So I hope it comes across decently clear because I try to have it at the highest resolution for you. And I'm sharing a portion of this video because I am so inspired every time. And actually I would venture to say most times that I play, I'm visualizing things in my mind. It's either color or story or scenery, and so it's really fun. And I actually have a monitor set up right here where I can also see this beautiful art that God has made, and especially it felt like it was very applicable now that it's fall time to do some fall color for you tonight. So what I love to do also is just kind of share, open the window, and this time together is really just an opportunity to, you know, open the window and to let you hang out with me at the piano. And so this is more of a free flow kind of thing, what I do on Thursday nights. Often it's contemplative. Sometimes I do more hymns and relaxing music with prayer. And tonight I just am feeling chill. So that's my mood. But when I play at the Bellevue Square Mall, which I will be tomorrow, for example, I will be performing, and so I am often sharing repertoire that is romantic. It is it's more cocktail style feel to it. And so if you would like to join me tomorrow, I will be there in person from 1 to 5 o'clock Pacific. And I'm at that main Steinway that's in the center of Bellevue Square Mall. And then I will be live till 5 at 4 o'clock Pacific right here on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. And I'm so excited I can do it from YouTube now, you guys, because I passed 1,000 subs. So if you were helping me to get there, thank you. And help me grow this channel. Help me share this music with more people. Because, what's crazy is there were a lot of musicians that were live streaming in 2020 because that was basically what we had to work with. But then I noticed a lot of folks dropping off, which made me so sad because live music is so healing. It is such a gift to be able to share with you. And I really believe that this moment together that we're able to share and that I'm able to to play my heart out for you is a really unique experience. And I honestly maybe haven't shared it as well as I could. So I could use your help, and I'm learning how to get better at that, even with reels. I have some ideas I'm going to actually play with on how to just have more fun showing about this stuff and what I'm doing. But I would love your help. So if you have friends, family, this is always family friendly as well. So if you have kiddos that you know of that are playing, or neighbors, nieces, nephews that are learning piano as well, and if you let me know what their name is in the chat, I would love to say hello. So yes, okay, and Jim, so it is no longer swelteringly hot, but it's warm, so that must mean it's very pleasant. It sounds wonderful over in Florida. Sweet friends of mine actually just got married on the beach in Florida. So dreamy. Anyhow, so thank you for being here, and I'm just going to share some more music. And in fact, Masood and Mom and Dad, you guys are inspiring me to play something that seems to go quite well with a seafood dinner. So I'm just a little window, or actually I'll tell you the story after I play. But I will say that the composer, the original composer of this next song that I'm going to improvise off of, his name is Michael Gettle. I'm gonna do some little experimenting here, so let's see here. I'm not sure if these are gonna work or not, but I have a good feeling. What do you think about all of those kind of yummy flavors? Unfortunately, I have to stop playing if I'm actually talking because I'm hearing the piano, but you're also hearing a piano. So I don't want to turn this off of how pretty this all is, but what did you think about that? Those different colors and flavors. And for those curious, this was an A minor shape. And then I just was kind of dipping from A minor to E flat. But seeing how much of that shape I could just keep and maybe move a note or two to E flat. Because that E doesn't work anymore, but the D does. It becomes the major 7. And what's cool is I could literally keep that E flat major thing going on. But then I just add a C to that, and all of a sudden it becomes C minor instead of E flat major with the same shape in the right. And then my ear wants to go to A flat next, which would be the 4 of D flat. So sometimes my fingers lead the shape and other times my ear does, and they just kind of work together. And sometimes it works better than others, as you probably heard. There were some not so good takes on it, but when you hit gold, it is so cool because you're like, ooh, I didn't think of that shape before, but that totally works. And sometimes we call those happy accidents. So what you just were watching is like a musical painting happen, but there's no paint or, smear marks anywhere except what your ears can perceive, right? So thanks for joining with me in that. And thank you, Mama. She says those piano flavors were rich and delicious. I was kind of thinking, it felt like I was using like plum colors and rich, darker colors in that palette of like an amber nature. So that was what I was picturing, and I love how I was not even actually watching the trees behind me here for this one, but that color palette that you see, or you just saw it and then it switched. There's actually a 10-second delay, did you know? But that color palette of the embers and the plums was totally what I was feeling with that there. So thank you for enjoying that with me. That was awesome. Thank you, Jim. Jim says, flowed beautifully, very colorful and evocative. I love that you're watching on Twitch, by the way. That makes me smile. Not a whole lot of folks are on Twitch, but did you guys know I'm on Twitch? So if you have any friends that appreciate that platform, I do live stream there. I have a very little following, which is totally fine, but it's also fun to just be able to say that I play there. I multicast, in case anyone's curious. I'm actually live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And I am actually getting better at trying to post my live stream for you, or my schedule, not just of the live stream, but also in person. So if you go onto my YouTube or my website, kelseyleemusic.com, and click Watch Kelsey's live schedule or view it, you can see more events than I've ever had before. I'm trying to make it more clear, when's in person, when's on live stream. So with the hopes that if you want to come by and visit, or you want to invite a friend to join you in the live stream, it's easier to find and you can plan for that. So I'm actually going to start not only in my newsletter sharing about these dates, but also on social media. And if you are looking at the screen right now, you can see all these cute little icons. In the middle here, this is also where I have my first and only currently album of solo piano music. And it's an album called Poiéma, Stories from the Piano. And I thought it'd be fun to just share a little mini story with you that was inspired by all of this that I just did. It was starting out by playing Watercolors by Michael Gettle, and it was that A minor chord. And so that's how it started, but then I kind of went off and did my own thing, and my folks who are here in the chat have experienced this many a time with me growing up doing that very thing, exploring and improvising. And so years ago, Michael Gettle was a distant, wonderful inspiration to me, where we had his tapes at first and then CDs later, and we listened to his music so often, and we incorporated it during meal times. there were many different artists I listened to growing up. My whole family did. We had music we enjoyed on the road. We had music we enjoyed when we were just hanging around the house, different times of year. Let me know in the chat if you guys are like this too. Today it's a little bit different with Spotify because you can add so much music, or you just click someone else's playlist. But especially in those days where you had a physical tape or a CD that like you were focusing on this artist and you had it in your CD player, we listened to it a lot. And so Michael is one of those. And I remember that song on this album, Sushabe, growing up, I would listen to it so much. And there's a song on there that I like to say he liked to help me learn to play by ear often. And anyway, so long story short, Michael Gettle had always been a very sweet inspiration to me. And then I found him on Facebook probably about 10 years ago just to say thank you. And I was fangirling and, didn't expect much. But we started connecting a little bit more just here and there on posts. And then I, in a brave moment, started playing his music in 2020 during live streams. And he started tuning in. And this was actually at the time where I was only playing on Facebook. So I could actually see who was coming in the live stream at any point in time. This was at our other place in Kirkland. I remember getting such butterflies when I saw Michael come in, and I was like, oh my goodness, and I'm playing one of his songs right now. And it was this moment where I decided, you know what? This is a window into my night at the piano, and I'm going to show whoever comes in what comes out of my heart. And it was so special because my parents were there. I think my grandma even was there. I don't remember if this was the first time. And then Michael said, wait, that's Watercolor. I believe that was the song I was playing, which is this one tonight. And he said, wait, I recognize that. And then he kept commenting as I was playing and totally exploring with this melody and the harmonies and just having fun with it. And so I started doing that more often. And long story short, I then asked him to review my album, which he did. And if you go onto my website, you can see there's album reviews. You can see his review on there, which is really amazing. So precious. Like that's a really special full circle moment for me. But then 2 years ago, he actually reached out and said, I am releasing the first album that I have created in 20 years. And I would like to invite you to record with me on one of the songs. And it was such a beautiful honor. I was blown away, and it was really fun because he lives states and states away, and so we were able to actually collaborate together. And I learned the piece, and I basically played the melody, and then had an opportunity also during the recording to do a little bit of improvisation myself. So if you're curious and you'd like to actually listen to the song yourself, I'm going to type this in the chat here. Search out Michael Gettle, and then the song is called Rise, and then the album is called The View from Here. Oops. So I'm playing the melody note. So that's me at the front. Imagine basically during this whole arrangement, he's sitting on one side of the piano and I'm sitting with him playing. But when we recorded, it was two separate occasions that we were recording this. And then there's this part in the middle where I actually get to do my own little thing. So if you listen to it, I would love to know in a future live stream, or you can send me a message and let me know. It was really special to be able to record on that with him. And the very last part of that was really sweet, is I actually quoted a melody of his from another album at the very end of recording Rise that I also listened to as a little girl, like 4th grade, on my tummy with my ears close to the speakers I possibly could get just to listen to this melody because it's so special. It's one of those like childhood melodies that's deep in my heart. So anyway, that's the story that I wanted to share, stories from the piano. I'm going to do more of that too, where it's just more off the cuff, like you're with me, because I know that you are. And so pretty neat to think about full circle, also having that opportunity to share inspiration here, to share it in person with wonderful people that come up to the piano. And I'll be sharing more stories as we go, because you are why I share music. I could sit here by myself, which I do often, but it is such a gift to be able to share music with you. Music is a bridge, and it really connects us together. And music has allowed me to enter realms of different audiences and performance venues that I never would have imagined myself going into. And I'm so grateful for that. I share little bits, but I want to actually share more. I'll find little video clips and stuff to show you, because that's part of the journey and who I've gotten to meet. In fact, I'll show, I don't have it pulled up here, but just a couple weeks ago, I played at the Chihuly Art Museum, Garden and Glass, which is right next to the Space Needle. And I was playing there for a private party for the owners, the folks who own the Space Needle and Chihuly Garden and Glass. And for the last 5 or 6 years, I've been friends with them throughout, before COVID and then after. I've played for holiday parties, for their family, and for corporate events. And that relationship is really special to me, and I haven't really shared about it. So stuff like that, I'm really excited to share. In fact, during that event a couple weeks ago, I made friends with the photographer who was there, Kristen, and she took some cool shots of me where you can see the Chihuly Garden and Glass art up above. So Dale Chihuly's art, that's there. And then you can see the Space Needle in the distance behind too, which is really cool. So anyway, yeah, I'll be sharing more of those pictures in my newsletter soon, on social media. And it's pretty neat. And I actually have a backlog of those to share. So anyway, thanks for indulging that little story there. And my reverb is still on, Dad says. I'm sorry, I just was seeing that in the chat. Oh, I think you mean my piano. Yes, thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's a bummer I can't play and talk at the same time. I could, but I'd have to change the audio for you, and it's a couple extra buttons. But anyhow, yeah, so hi Jenny, hi Pierre, good to see you guys. I'm just catching up here real quick on the chat. And Jim says, this brought back fond memories of visiting my grandparents' home in the Berkshires in Massachusetts during the fall. I love that. Oh, I'm here for the memories and the melodies, the melodic memories. I love it. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Hi, Mary Esther. Good to see you. Hey, if you're still on, my husband and I are going to Guatemala in January. Mary Esther and her wonderful husband, we all went to Guatemala back in, 2012? 11 or 12? Anyway, I'll for sure be sharing more about that soon too, but I'm super excited to see you in the chat. Good to see you. All those sweet memories of Antigua and all the different places we went. Yeah, so I'm really excited, and I hope that I can actually share music while we're there. We shall see. Hi Pierre, thanks again. And I love those ideas about grand piano streams. Actually, why don't you specify? Are you talking about, what kind of grand piano stream are you talking about? Let me know, because I think I know what you're talking about. And yes, Mom, you guys remember that night, the very first time all of us were connecting together in the chat with Michael Gettle. That was really special. Very fun. Oh, and I'm about to finish tonight, actually. It's amazing how fast time flies when we're together. Jim, I'm so glad you're going to check out Michael's music. Yes, it's going to be awesome. I would love to know what you think. Highly recommend San Juan Suite, Winter, Return. Oh man, they're all wonderful. The View from Here, of course. Such good music. Yes, yes. Oh, so Pierre, you're talking about at the piano store? Ah, okay. I haven't actually played at the piano store for you guys for a long time. I used to work at one that's in downtown Bellevue. And so I had more access to playing there, but I probably could explore and see if I can. Thank you for asking. And the music videos, I'm so glad you mentioned that, because I am actually working on, short answer is yes. There's a music video that I recorded for Poiéma, which is my title track, and I'll actually end the stream tonight with Poiéma. And I recorded it, and it's a pretty fun artistic taste visually, and I'll just leave it there. But if you're curious, stay tuned, because there are many different art forms that join me in that particular video. Thanks for asking, Pierre. So, as my last song of the evening, I'm going to play for you Poiéma. And Poiéma is a Greek word that means masterpiece. And it is based off of Ephesians 2:10, which says, "For we are God's masterpiece, created anew in Christ Jesus to do the works that he prepared beforehand so that we may walk in them." And the beautiful truth of God's word is that Jesus rescued us so that we can be new creations in him and doing what he prepared for us to do with freedom from fear, freedom from imposter syndrome, freedom from whatever. And the beautiful thing is that we are all so uniquely made that we are each his masterpiece. And so that is the heart behind this whole album, the heart behind the song. And this is what I'm going to share with you now. If you'd like to actually listen to the music, you can just visit my website. All the info's there. You can stream it, you can buy it. But if you want a copy of the CD, I literally have like 10 left. So I suppose it's now a limited edition item. But anyway, friends, thank you so much for joining me. God bless you. Here is Poiéma. If you would like some more live music, my friends, come join me tomorrow for live till 5, starting at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on YouTube. I will not be on Facebook or Twitch tomorrow, but YouTube, and I would love to see you. I hope and pray that you are inspired to create like you, that you think about the way that you are uniquely designed, and I look forward to hearing how you are inspired. I'll see you next time, friends. Thanks again for joining me.